Do you have an HDMI input I can tie into?
Bring it in. Yeah, bring it. You have 3.5 millimeter as well for audio. That's what we bring into our board. We do have a Thunderbolt adapter here. Let's see. Yeah, it must be something with the Mac.
Louder? Yeah. You're in the back.
I know, and as I'm saying,
They'll be quieter. I hope they'll be quieter.
okay, you know what?
They should be quieter.
There's three places supposed to stand.
Yeah, so you're going to be up front, and then...
Sitting down.
We don't have a wheelchair here. We need signatures.
Four.
All the parts. All the advancement parts have to be
Staff attention, program attention, audience please rise. Program forward march, salute. Program prepare post of colors, post of colors. Please join me in a pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. 2. Scout sign. Please join me in reciting the Scout oath along. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, keep myself strong, and mentally and morally straight. Scout law. Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. 2. Color guard perform. Color guard forward march. Color guard halt. Color guard at ease. Scouts at ease. Can we get everybody who's a part of the Scout wall up here? You guys may start. Trustworthy.
Trustworthy. A scout tells the truth. Honesty is part of a scout. What is it? Trustworthy. A scout tells the truth. He keeps his promises. Honesty is a part of his code of conduct. People can depend on him.
Loyal. The scout is true to their family, scout leaders, friends, school, and country.
Helpful. A scout is concerned about other people. He does things willingly for others without a fear or reward.
Friendly. A scout is a friend to all. He is a brother to other scouts. He seeks to understand others. He respects those with ideas and customs other than his own.
Courteous. A scout is polite to everyone, regardless of age or position. He knows good manners make it easy for people to get along together.
A scout understands the respect for each other. He treats others as he wants to be treated. He is not hurt or harmless things without reason.
Obedience. A scout follows the rules of their family, school, and troop. They obey the laws of their community and country. If they think these rules and laws are unfair, they try to have them changed in an orderly manner rather than disobey them.
A scout works to give way to help others. He saves for our unseen needs. He protects and conserves natural resources. He carefully uses time and property.
A scout can face danger even if they are afraid. They have the courage to stand for what they think is right, even if others laugh at or threaten.
Clean. Scout keeps your body and mind fit and clean. Scout goes around with those who live by these same ideals that help keep their involved in 2016. A scout is reverent towards God. He is faithful in his religious duties. He respects the beliefs of others.
Scouts may be seated. Audience may be seated.
Welcome to Troop 255's Court of Honor. I'm Carolyn, and that is Jake. We will be your master of ceremonies. I'd like to invite our district executive, Bruce Beezer, to the stage.
So I have the honor of giving equal charge this evening. On this occasion, the elevation of the highest ranking scout. Is this correct? Are we in equal charge now?
No.
No?
Just open.
Oh, just the open. Excuse me. I'm way ahead of myself. Yes. On the power vested in me through the Mountain West Council and the Boy Scouts of America, I hereby open this Court of Honor for Troop 255.
We ask our Troop Committee Chair to introduce herself and the members of the Troop Committee.
Good evening, everyone. It is a fantastic time for us to gather together to celebrate the amazing epic achievements of these young men and women over the last 6 months. I'd like to recognize some of the committee members that are behind the scenes that help make this unit possible. First of all, I'd like to introduce Stephanie Porter, who's our committee chair-elect, who will be helping us out in the future. She's been kind of behind the scenes for the last couple of months, being on board with our committee and also helping us document as really a fantastic photographer and videographer. If you could stand when I mention your name. Derek McGinnis, fantastic scouter. He is our charter organization representative. He also acts as an ASM within our Cobra Patrol. Keith Miller, our executive officer for the VFW is here tonight. He helps us on an organizational level from our charter. Autumn Brown's not able to be here tonight. She is our advancement chair for the boys group. But Randy Platt is, and she's our advancement chair for the girl group and helps out in a number of other functions within 255G. Summer Rail is our secretary and also is functioning as the ASM now within the girl group. Outstanding. Andrea McGinnis is our treasurer for the unit. Very, very appreciated. Lee Van Bogart, our good friend from the plant sale, a longtime scouter of 255, helps us maintain the way that we can pay the bills so we keep doing good stuff. Claudia Flora, another longtime scouter from 255, is our unit trainer. Jonathan Platt, Eagle mentor, specific importance tonight as we recognize 3 young men for reaching the Eagle Award. And then we have Unit Scout Reserves, which is Tim Carey, Jake Dolly, and Lewis Bryant. They assist us on coverage and transport and other functions that we need to make outings happen. We try to get about 12 of those a year. We do have quite a bit of DSA leadership out here tonight. So obviously we've got our district executive, Bruce Leader, who was just on stage. He's flanked by our assistant council commissioner, Bobby Huffman, district commissioner, Scott Moreland, our unit commissioner, Cole Baird, is here tonight. And then did Gina Hauser make it out by chance? Gina is our district chair, and she helps us sit as one of our Eagle reviewers. Thank you all.
Next, we ask our Scoutmasters, Michelle and Jason, to introduce yourselves and your assistant Scoutmasters.
Good evening. Thank you again for everybody coming out tonight. Michelle Porter, Scoutmaster for the Girl Troop, and I have 2 assistant Scoutmasters, and I'm so grateful for them and all that they do. Would you please rise Summer Rail and Liz Nettles. Thank you guys so much.
Hi, everybody. Let's see. I have lots of help. A charitable thanks to okay. Wayne, Dennis, Derek, Cameron, Will, and Cole, please rise. The ASMs for the Boy Troop, and I just want to use this opportunity to say thank you to them on a personal note and on behalf of the troop. Thank you.
Finally, as your senior patrol leaders, we will introduce ourselves and our assistants senior patrol leaders and patrol leaders. I am the senior patrol leader for the Girls Troop. My assistant is Leland, and she's also our patrol leader. And our senior patrol leader for the Boys Troop.
So I'm Jake. My assistant Savvy left. Troop 255. We have many patrols from the Red Phoenix, the Cobras, Constrictors, Ice Titans. And that's great.
Throughout the year, we have participated in monthly outings. We will hear from the Scouts a quick summary of the following events. Genevieve, Jake, Lance, Nigella, Elijah, Leland, Sam, and Elva, may you please come up stage. When I call your event, please step forward and share a couple highlights. First person to speak is about Sucker Creek Campout, Genevieve. Did you say my name? I did. Sucker Creek Campout.
The Sucker Creek Campout is really great. It has this little creek running through the campground, and there are a lot of hiking opportunities. And there's this one geo cave. It's this cave. It's kind of shallow, but when you turn a light on in there, you can see many half-broken open geodes just sparkling around the entire thing. And it's really great. It's a great camping spot with lots of space for tents and all sorts of things.
Next is Jake for the Twin Strings Bike Campout.
Okay, so the bike camp out, it was like in the desert. There was rocks everywhere. We all got injured pretty much at this one part. We all fell off our bikes because a lot of people went a little too fast and it was like humongous rocks, and a lot of people got cuts, hit their heads, stuff like that. Pretty fun. And there's a cool well, a lot of work to see to get ourselves some water. And that's pretty much it. Worked on cooking and got it.
And I will be talking about NYLT. NYLT is National Youth Leader Trainership. I really liked it because I got to learn how to be a better leader than I am now. I got to learn how to help other people, and NYLT helps younger girls and boys of all ages, help to be great leaders or better leaders than they are before they went to NYLT. Next up after this is Order of the Arrow by Lance.
So the OA is like the honorary society for scouts. It's a huge opportunity to get lots of service hours, which you need to become Eagle Scouts. And it's a large part of how like summer camps are set up or taken down. We have the spring and fall ordeals. Our group, it was actually not the best weather. It was really windy and rainy. We actually had to leave early because they were supposed to be like, I don't know, it was going to be really bad, like trees would topple. It was supposed to be really, really bad. But overall, it was really fun. We got lots of service hours, and it was just me and our Super Patrol leader, Jake.
Next up, we have Camp Bradley. Here you go, Sarah.
So I ended up having a lot of fun at Camp Bradley. It was super bright and pretty, and there was so much flower in nature, and like you couldn't really see like any kind of like a city or town for like miles, and it was just gorgeous. And I love how there was like a little like cabins, and then there were like areas with tents, and there was like grass, and I love how pretty it was, and I love like the lunches and dinners is what we went to. And that's kind of that.
Thank you. Next is Bike Outing by Elijah.
Okay. This outing was very fun. We went out into the woods up in Idaho. We camped out there, and really like it. We went onto the spike trail. They really practiced on and looked at it. And we started by 22 miles like that. So some of us could earn cycling that edge. And it was really fun. We saw several signs of bear scat on the trail, and it got much harder as we went along. But yeah, it was a pretty good camp out.
Next, we have the Mountaineering Rendezvous by Leland.
The Mountaineering Rendezvous took place at Camp Bradley, just like Camp Bradley did. And we were for most of the day we went around at different stations, such as the one where we filled with life-size Lincoln logs, and then we had a couple of shooting sports stations, and then it started raining and snowing at the same time, so there was like giant droplets of slush when we were trying to build fires, which was not convenient. Our troop took some pictures on the historical monument, which was kind of fun, and
I believe there was a run. A barefoot something run. Yeah, it was awesome.
Next, we have Silver Creek by Sam.
The Silver Creek Campout. Silver Creek is a mining town up in, I think, northern Idaho. But up there they have these old mine shafts that you can go see the entrance to, and you can walk through the town, which has a lot of the original buildings. We could get rained on a few times this last time. And they have a cemetery up there with quite a few mason graves, as well as some of the original settlers of that town.
Next, we have Jordan Critters by Elveth. Jordan Critters was really fun because of all the scenery. Like the mountains, they were just completely beautiful. And when we went to the lava crater, it was astonishing how cool it was. It was especially cool when I went to Brazil and together and made a little fort. On the tree branches and all that. It was just really fun. Next, I will be talking about Philmont. To me, Philmont is a Boy Scout outdoors adventure. It's up in New Mexico, but at the Sawtooths. What I got to hike on for 12 days was Tooth of Time, Mount Baldy, and I got to have a lot of fun with my crew. Here are some of my pictures of them. I had a lot of fun, and I got to tour the villa that the people who donated the Philmont to Boy Scouts. We also had a little friend, Brock. He's a McDonald's toy. He traveled with us. The food there was really amazing. The portrait is of, I forgot their names, but the husband and wife of people who donated Philmont to Boy Scouts. I'm really happy that they donated it because I got to have a fun adventure with my whole crew. 12 people, for 12 days. We saw turkeys, deer. It was monsoon season, so it rained every day. It was fun in the rain. Most of our clothes got wet if we didn't have our gear on. We had pack covers. The food was delicious. And there are some restricted areas because there was a huge fire 2018, and we got to walk through that burned area. To me, it was refreshing. To some of the other people in my group, it wasn't, because it wasn't really refreshing to them, but everybody sees different things differently, and I'm happy about that. And I got to make bonds, and I only knew them for about a week, and I fit in perfectly with my whole crew. Thank you for sharing the fun adventures we were able to do.
Boy Scouts can earn over 135 different merit badges in areas ranging from art to whitewater and from camping to space exploration. Turn a merit badge, a scout picks a subject and reads the merit badge book. A scout develops his skills and knowledge and he is ready. His merit badge counts in the test team. Today we are awarding a total of 87 merit badges. So I need the merit badges. Okay. So first up is Lance. He earned rifle shooting, shotgun, robotics, first aid, golf, archery, fingerprint, emergency preparedness, cycling, and chess. Thanks, Karen. Get up here. Oh, not for Farrah. Sorry. Okay. So, Eli earned rifle shooting, robotics, first aid, emergency preparedness, and archery. Owen earned rifle shooting, shotgun shooting, first aid, leatherwork, and archery. Okay. Austin earned first aid and mammal study. Okay. John earned rifle shooting, mining society, geology, wood carving, first aid, and archery.
What do you want, John?
Mining society, geology, rifle shooting, wood carving, first aid, and archery. Okay, Keenan earned mammal study, astronomy, garden survival, and first aid. Raleigh earned wilderness survival, first aid, leatherwork, and mammal study. Kyle earned rifle shooting, mining society, geology, wood carving, first aid, archery, and fingerprinting. JT But it doesn't say what you thought.
It's the first. It's citizenship and community.
Citizenship in the community. Colby earned rifle shooting, mining society.
Colby.
Colin earned pioneering in forestry. Shotgun shooting, first aid, personal fitness, archery, fingerprinting, first preparedness, chest, and rifle.
Jump, Jerry.
Caroline?
Next, we will recognize the Scouts who have earned rank advancements. The Boy Scouts of America recognizes your achievements by awarding badges of rank. The first four are Scout, Tenderfoot, Second Class, and First Class. Next comes Star and Light. The highest rank is Eagle. Our Scout Handbook tells us that though you can advance at your own pace, national policy adds that older scouts should advance at least one rank each year. First award is Scout. To earn this award, a new Scout must agree to live by the Scout law and oath, and complete a number of signed merit badges. Nigella, Majora, and Ella, please come up with a parent.
Majora. Okay, go ahead.
You all need a parent or guardian with you. First, we have Elva. And the merit badges she earned this year are first aid, leather work, wilderness survival, mammal study, Indian lure, and wood carving, and she earned Scout rank. Next, we have Majora, and the merit badges she earned are archery and wilderness survival. And our last Scout rank is Nigella, and she earned archery and wilderness survival. Please join me in welcoming our new Scouts.
Tenderfoot requirements offer a taste of the great adventures waiting for Eagle Scouting, and indeed the basic skills you will need to be taking part in those adventures. You met many challenges in earning the Tenderfoot badge in order to be congratulated. The one Scout that earned Tenderfoot was Camden Perry. Watch the new Tenderfoot.
job, Ken.
Yeah.
No, we got this. We got this. Yeah.
To earn second class, a scout must learn how to use a map and a compass, how and when to build a campfire, and to safely use pocket knives and wood tools. Second class scouts have proven their abilities in camping, first aid, swimming, and other scout skills. With Genevieve, Wayne, Kyle, Gregory, John, and Colby come up with parent or guardian. First, for second class scout, second class rank is Kyle. Next, we have Gregory. And Colby.
Yeah, Colby.
And John.
Sure.
Lastly, we have Genevieve, and she earned the swimming merit badge.
Yeah.
Please join me in welcoming,
So, the founder of Scouting, Lord Gideon Powell, said that all scouts should earn first class. Now you have tested yourself even more. You have tried greater adventures to practice scout skills many times. With confidence and knowledge, you now have people who will expect more of you. You will expect more of yourself. You are prepared to be more of a leader in your patrol, the troop, and your community. We have nobody earning first class today, but there's room for advancement. So,
next, we have star rank. As you earn star rank, you have, can Lance, Jake, and Leland come up with As you earn your star rank, you have more freedom to choose the directions that interest you. The focus shifts from basic scout skills to earning the first 6 merit badges you will need for Eagle. Requirements now include service to others. The Scout rank also requires the Scout to be active in his troop for at least 4 months. Of course, you may take longer if you wish. In addition, the Star Scout must serve his troop in position of leadership for at least 4 months and take part in at least one service project. First, we have Lance. Next up, we have Jake. And last but not least, we have Leland.
Life. The life rank is one of the rarest ranks. This is the last rank before Eagle. You can complete your Eagle rank now in as few as 6 months. We congratulate you and encourage you to reach for that next step. You have earned more than half of the merit badge required for Eagle. Life rank also requires a Scout to be active in the troop for at least 6 months. 6 months. Serve his troop in a position of leadership for at least 6 months and take part in at least one service project. Now again, we do not have anybody earning life, but we have such Scouts. Gotcha. So.
Before we get to our final rank, we have a couple additional awards to share. Occasionally, Scouts have the opportunity to earn special awards at camp, throughout the faith, or during troop activities. Today, we are presenting 4 special awards: summer camp patches, season shoulder patches, polar bear patch from summer camp, and troop neckerchiefs. Will the Sketchers and their assistant Scoutmaster please come up? These girls have done great. They've earned a lot of awards. They've participated in a lot this year. And so our Scoutmasters, they've gone this way with us and earned a lot of awards too. So the council offers a shoulder patch per season, and you can choose to give it or not. The Girl Troop has chosen to give this. And the girls have participated in a summer and fall activity. And so I have for Caroline, she has earned her fall and summer shoulder patch, and her neckerchief. We're awarding the neckerchiefs tonight so that they can wear them proudly and represent our troop. And I have Leland next. She earned her fall summer patch or shoulder patch by going to Mountaineering Rendezvous in Harrisburg. So we have a couple who went to summer camp and did a little extra. They did the Polar Bear Challenge. So we have Majora. She did the Polar Bear Challenge, went to summer camp and Mountaineering Rendezvous. And the same, Ella Beth joined all those events as well, and she did the Polar Bear Challenge.
last but not least, Nigel also did the pole run challenge. These girls got up bright and early and did the plunge. And one of my Scoutmasters was with me for the summer, and I'm missing a Scoutmaster. Randy, would you please come up to me? And so we have shoulder patches for you as well for the activities. All right, one final applause for these ladies for their hard work. Sorry. A special applause for Genevieve for being here and participating as well. Next up, we have the Bob Tigers. May you please come up with your Scoutmasters and Assistant Scoutmasters. The Bob Tigers. You got it.
Hello. Evening. Some of us went to Camp Bradley and had a great adventure and time there. If you haven't gone, I strongly suggest you send your little ones up with there because it's a really fantastic summer camp. I can't talk more about it because it's a great camp. It's a great place. Has no cell phone signal, which is fantastic. They serve really nice food. They have a great class, and if you have some older girls that go along with it, just keep in mind it's one of the only camps that show that they have where you can do welding. You can walk away with a certified apprenticeship in welding. So they also have the lake up there, so they also have the water sports too. But I think it was a great camp, and I think everybody else enjoyed themselves as far as that goes. Everyone else talked good about it, and they wanted to go there and have more fun there. Besides that, we had fun, and hope they come back and tell you stories about what we did.
Next up, we have the Cobras.
parents and scout leadership, we really appreciate your presence today. I'm privileged to be able to speak to you a little bit about these outstanding Cobras and the achievements they've been able to accomplish, as you've already seen and already heard in multiple segments. But it brings me joy, and Cameron and I both joy to present these fine scouters to you and to celebrate their achievements. So thank you, parents, for being here. Thank you for continuing to support them. And we look forward to continued adventures and activities. With that being said, the Cobras again had the privilege or earned the National Honor Patrol Star. So I have patrol stars for each of you that I'd like to hand out. It's an achievement on its own. This is the second time they've achieved this, and my partner Cameron's going to hand those out accordingly. And it's a requirement. There's multiple requirements they have to meet to earn this Honor Patrol Society. This is the second time they've been able to do that, so we're really proud of them for that. We also had 4 scouters come and attend summer camp at Bradley, had an amazing time, achieved amazing accomplishments. I think you guys hiked pretty far, if I remember right. We had that step count. It's an amazing amount of miles that we did per day, so really proud of them. So we had 4 scouters attend. We had Colby, Kyle, John, as well as Greg attend. We also had, they also earned the Bradley Scout Patch as well from summer camp, so we're looking forward to issuing that to them in the future, as well as another fine ASM in the back, AJ, as he's always supporting us as best as he can from behind. During that time as well, the Cobras also participated bright and early with me and Cameron, and we jumped in the water and had a good time. So John, Colby, Kyle, and Gregory all woke up nice, bright and early and had a good time in the plunge as well. Do tell us what it was like. Was it nice?
No. And like doing in, just the opposite was not fun. The water was
So some of the patrol participated in a flag ceremony, as you saw earlier, so they already have received their nectars, but we have 3 other flying scouters in this patrol that have not received it yet, so we'll be happy to issue that to them as well today. And they're amazing scouters, and we appreciate them. Can't tell you enough how special it is to have you guys with us and move forward. Special thank you to Cameron. He's always leading the way here and making things happen. So thank you. Your Cobras, well done, guys.
Next up, we have the Red Phoenixes. May you please come up with your assistant scoutmaster too.
Better with scripts. So I'm unscripted, so I apologize for the lack of preparation, but I will tell you that the Red Phoenix has been very active this year. I've been on a dozen or more different campouts and events with them. They were tremendously impressive at summer camp. I didn't get to spend the whole time, but I got to see their award ceremony at the end. I saw them at Klondike, and what we decided was 12, 13 degree weather. This last year, I've seen them hiking, climbing, swimming, supporting, helping each other, and very impressed with. They decided on their own. Red Phoenix wanted to wear the neckerchiefs. They were sort of the first mover here to get 255 into this. I think most everybody has one. Anybody not have their own neckerchief? Somebody have a neckerchief? You have it? Okay. I also wanted to award, since Jake had to award them to himself, his merit badges. So Jake did shotgun shooting, first aid, personal fitness, archery, fingerprinting, emergency preparedness, and I can't do the last one. Chess and rifle shooting. I would like to thank him also for being a fantastic senior patrol leader and having a great attitude and helping me with all the things that I don't know. So thank you.
Guys, can you
Well done, Red Phoenix.
And that is all for awards.
Not so fast. Take your class, can you please come up here? Victor, you have earned citizenship in society. Unfortunately, we don't have the badge for you here tonight. Sometimes these things fall through the cracks and you lose the badge here and there. It happens. I apologize, but we wanted to give you recognition tonight for your achievement. Thank you.
Now, that is all for the awards. Next up is Jake for Eagle Rank.
And please bring up Bruce. These are
The power invested in me with the Mountain West Council and the Boy Scouts of America, I hereby open this Eagle Court of Honor.
Will all current Eagle Scouts please rise and join the Eagle's Nest on the stage? The Eagle Rank is Scouting's highest award. Only a small percentage of Scouts have ever reached this lofty goal. The Eagle Rank is presented in a special Eagle Scout Court of Honor after earning the rank of Eagle Scout. There are Eagle honors to be awarded after earning the rank of Eagle Scout. continue being an active member of the troop and earning additional merit badges. Troop 255 has an impressive list of Eagle Scouts that you can see tonight. I'd like to invite our Eagle mentor, Jonathan Platt, to come up and speak about the Eagle.
Matthew Nicholson. Isaac Porter, and John Whiting, please come and join me here on stage. Please stand here, please, and face the audience. This is the voice of the eagle. The eagle, whose heights you have struggled too hard to reach. We remember well when you first came to the base of the cliff, and how you looked up with ambition and determination. Think back for a moment. Look down on the cliff you have climbed. Look at the experiences you have encountered on your ascent. These experiences will not be forgotten. You should profit by making sure adverse experiences do not occur again without giving you experience. Experience is a valuable teacher if you use teachings. We remember when you took your first step on the trail that leads upward. With that first step, you began to grow physically, mentally, and morally. You started living the Scout Oath and Law. All the while you were on the trail, we watched you study and we saw you learn by doing. Upon joining, you were only a scout. Angelica, can you come join us? At that time, you began working hard on your requirements to reach the tenderfoot rank, the first ledge on the trail to Eagle. Before long, your fellow scouts were calling you a tenderfoot, and they were right, you were indeed a tenderfoot, a scout. Soon, you reached the second ledge on your journey, and there you were greeted by a large group of second-class scouts. Greg, can you join us? Some, like you, stopped to catch your breath before continuing along the trail. You began to study more, you worked harder, and almost before you knew it, you came to another ledge, the ledge where the first-class scouts dwell. On this ledge, you found a tempting green meadow by a crystal-clear stream bathed in the sun. You were tempted to remain. Yes, you could remain there to live the first-class scout glory, but your ambitions spurred you on. We remember your advancement and your ambition to become a star scout. Leo. The trail from first class to star rank was not as difficult as it seemed, but this spurred you on, and you again climbed higher still. The trail was steeper and less worn. Fewer scouts seemed to be headed in your direction. You looked down and saw crowds below you. You looked up and saw a few above you with the same determination with which you had started your climb. You continued up the trail. Soon you earned the badge of the life rank. That's where the Eagle's place. The heart badge was then placed upon your uniform. You will never forget your thoughts at that moment. The feeling had been experienced by all scouts upon reaching the ledge of Life Scout. After reaching life, the trail became tougher still, but more interesting. The original principles, the Scout Oath and Law, now have a full meaning. Your understanding of them was deeper. Yes, we had watched your character unfold and become more positive. We had watched your leadership expand to be a valuable asset. We had watched your minds develop and your wisdom increase. We had watched all these things in you, and now that you are at the threshold of your goal, we welcome you. For you have done your climbing in a true scout-like manner. This is the voice of the eagle.
The presentation of the Eagle Scout badge is an important and serious event. The climax and the goal for which a scout works many years, an occasion for pride and joy, a time for serious contemplation. It is cumulative of efforts of the various leaders and of the scouts. The Eagle Scout Award is the highest and most coveted rank in Scouting, the last major step in the advancement program. Fewer than 4% of all Scouts in the United States reach the Eagle Scout rank. At this point, we trust you have achieved our purpose in the building of character, training of leadership, and practice of serving.
The requirements for the Eagle Scout rank are as follows. 1. Be active in your troop and patrol for at least 6 months as a life scout. 2. Demonstrate scout spirit by living the scout oath and law in your everyday life. 3. You have to earn 21 merit badges, including the 13 now required. First aid, citizenship in the community, citizenship in the nation, citizenship in the world, communication, cooking, personal fitness, emergency preparedness, or life-saving, environmental science or sustainability, personal management, swimming or hiking or cycling, camping, and family life. 4. Serve actively in an approved position of responsibility for a period of 6 months after becoming a Life Scout. 5. Plan to develop and lead others in carrying out service projects worthy of an Eagle Scout. 6. Take part in a Scoutmaster conference. And 7. Appear before a board of review of prominent persons and satisfy them that you have done your best to understand and live up to the Scout oath and law and in all ways qualify for the Eagle Scout Award. I'm Scoutmaster.
Careful examination has been made by this board as to the qualifications of these applicants for the Eagle Scout Award. Proficiency in the various crafts and skills prescribed for the Eagle Scout rank have been checked, and the records and merit badges earned for these scouts has been approved and certified by the counselors appointed by this board. Scout candidates Matthew Nicholson, Isaac Porter, John Weingard have demonstrated their capacity and willingness to exert leadership in activities that are constructive and worthwhile in the community. The record has been checked in the troop leadership, school affairs, and in other fields of work and service. They have demonstrated loyalty and duty to God and country. We believe they are qualified to receive the rank of Eagle Scout.
The foremost responsibility of an Eagle Scout is with honor. To an Eagle Scout, honor is the foundation of all character. They know that a Scout is trustworthy, is that very first point of the Scout law. For good reason. We challenge these Scouts to accept these responsibilities as well as in honor of the Eagle Scout Award. Would Eli, Greg, Owen, Lance, Leanne to present these responsibilities?
Obligation of the Eagle Scout is to live honorably, not only because honor is important to them, but because of the vital significance of the example they set for other Scouts. Living honorably reflects having to belong to a place of worship, the truth, and the community. May the white of the Eagle badge remind you to always live with honor.
The second obligation of an Eagle Scout is loyalty. The Scout is true to their family, Scout leaders, friends, school, and nation. Their loyalty to the troop and fellow Scouts makes them pitch in and carry their share of the load. All this helps to build the loyalty, which means devotion to community, to country, to one's own ideals, and to God. Let the blue of the Eagle badge always inspire your loyalty.
The third obligation of the Eagle Scouts to be courageous. Courage has always been a quality which measuring themselves in others. To scout bravery means not only courage to face physical danger, but the determination to stand up for what is right. Trusting in God and with faith in their men, they look forward to each day, seeking their share of the world's work to do. But the red they will have remind you to always have courage.
The fourth obligation of an Eagle Scout is to be cheerful, to remind the Eagle Scout to always wear a smile. The red, white, and blue ribbon is attached to the scroll of the second-class Scout Award, which has its ends turned up in a smile.
The final obligation of the Eagle Scout is service. The Eagle Scout extends a helping hand to those who still toil up Scout's trail, just as others help them in their climb to Eagle. The performance of the daily good term takes on a new meaning when they enter a more adult life of continuing service to others. The Eagle stands as a protector of the weak and helpless. They aid and comfort the unfortunate and the oppressed. They uphold the rights of the others while defending their own. They will always be prepared to put forth their best. Much credit for having achieved Scouting's highest award, but wear your award with humility. Ever mindful that the Eagle Scout is looked up as an example. May the Scout Oath and Scout Law be your guide for tomorrow and onward. In recognition of these obligations, I ask you to recite the Scout Oath.
Eagle Scout applicants, please escort your parents to the front. You guys grab your parents. Fellow Eagle Scouts, we now proclaim to all the world of your accomplishments. The symbol of success is the Eagle Scout badge and neckerchief, which will now be presented to your parents by Jason Brown. Your parents will, in turn, pin the badge over your heart and place the neckerchief around your neck. Eagle.
Please stay your parents.
Eagle Scouts in recognition of the wisdom and guidance given to you by your fathers, and recognition of the many hours of patience guided given by your mothers in your efforts. Will you please pin the Eagles parents pin over your mother and father's hearts? So you get that, I got that done. So, Eagle Scouts, Jason gives you all the neckerchiefs. You can escort your parents back to your seat and return to the front.
Mac is going to choose, or has chosen Larry Parrish for the mentor pin. Larry's not here, he's in Hawaii. Larry's son, Evan, who's one of Matt's good friends and was a scout with Matt in 276 this year. He adjusted his vacation, flew in from Hawaii this morning to be here for Matt, and will accept Larry's mentor pin on his behalf, and will also read a letter that Larry wrote from Matt.
I just wanted to write you a quick note to congratulate you on your accomplishment. Getting your Eagle Scout is no small feat. It takes dedication and hard work. I'm so glad that I was able to have a part in this accomplishment. I can remember a time when you were just in Cub Scouts and you weren't too sure that you wanted to be in Scouts. Then we went on your first camp out on Easter weekend as a week low. Just before crossing over to Boy Scouts, it rained and it was cold the whole time. I wasn't sure that any of you boys would go camping again. But you stuck it out. From that point on, I saw you change into a scout that worked hard in every aspect of scouting, even when it was something that you didn't want to do.
you would do it without complaining much. You plugged away at your merit badges and scouts, and when COVID hit, you could have quit, but you kept going. And did not let that adversity deter you. I want to let you know that I'm so proud that I was able to be a part of the show, and the show I could be there tonight. To see you get your Eagle Scout. Congratulations, Matt Lee. Sincerely, Larry Parrish.
Opportunity to present their journey to Eagle, their project, and finally the presentation of a mentor pin. Each scout has their own unique story to tell us, as each journey is special to them. It includes a project, and sometimes along that journey there is a mentor who has served and worked along the scout. This mentor had a significant impact on the scout throughout their growth to becoming an Eagle Scout. Please Matthew, would you like to share?
I didn't want to go first, but I guess I'll go. So, for my Eagle project, I teamed up with the city of Caldwell. Shout out to my mom, she works there. So I teamed up with the city of Caldwell to mark storm drains, the storm drain markers, of which they read no dumping drains to waterways. So as part of the city of Caldwell's municipal septic storm sewer systems, the city is required to mark storm drains that are located throughout the city. This activity is intended to remind and inform the public that the water flowing into the storm drains does not receive treatment to remove pollutants such as domestic sewage and any pollutants that enter the storm drains will make their way into rivers and oceans. My Eagle project involves helping the city meet its responsibility to have the storm drains marked and to make the stormwater information available to the public. Moving on, my favorite handout probably is MRT. I like the way that they ran it. They made sure you went up with your patrol or your scout troop, and intentionally they separate you so you can't talk to each other, and then they make you be friends with other people, which is really cool, and I liked it a lot. There was some incidents that happened up there, but we made it through. It was a fun camp out. Anyone's interested in me and Monkey, he's good. As for my least favorite, not in this troop, in my whole troop, was Klondike. I absolutely hated it. Basically, it's in the mountains, so it's already dead. We got up there really late at night, so we had the opportunity to pitch up tents in the pitch black dark and a good couple feet of snow. Sleeping that night was really cold. Yeah, it kind of sucked. And then the next morning, some of the boys in the troop couldn't figure out how to use propane grill in the cold. So we did not eat breakfast that morning. And that was the morning that we had all of our Klondike activities. So, yeah. Thank you. That's it.
So, hello there, my name is Isaac, if you don't know me. My
Eagle project was actually right here at this church. So for my Eagle Scout project, I was having trouble figuring it out. It was something that I wanted that everybody can use, that not like something that everybody can enjoy. And so I thought of some of the more complicated things, and then I had my mother help me out, and she came up with this brilliant idea with me about building benches for the church. So if you actually walk out those doors and take a left, you can see them. We built 4 wonderful benches for the church. They are going to be very beneficial to the troop and the church and any extra events that go on in this church. And I'm very happy about how they turned out, and I think we did an amazing job with the younger scouts that helped us build these and paint them and plaster them and all that fun stuff. Now, for one of my most favorite campouts, it would have to be, again, 276. I would say it was a camp out up to Willow Creek, I'm pretty sure. We tried following Google Maps. Now, this is a story of don't following Google Maps as you have other ways of getting to places. So, we did a lot of off-roading, and there's a straight road that's actually concrete to the camp out, and it ended up with us getting all the vehicles except for the truck, of course, stuck in mud. So it ended up with us getting there at like 2 o'clock in the morning. We managed to dig out the vehicles. We had a flat tire, and it was a fun camp. We got there and 2 o'clock. So you can imagine how tired we all were. We didn't eat dinner or anything because we planned on eating it when we got there. Definitely one of the most memorable because I got a lot of experience of how to change tires and, the basics of how to fix a car, especially in super deep mud. So for one of my least favorite campouts, if you don't know what Blizzard Butte is a mountain. I don't know exactly where it is, but I know there's a giant cross on the top of it. It wasn't necessarily anything but the weather. So the weather was extremely stormy, and I think Matthew might have been on that one, and he probably can share the same experience of how wonderful that was. There was lightning and rain, but I learned a lot of how to deal with keeping everybody calm and helping everybody stay on track. You don't want people freaking out. And we also learned a lot of don't touch it so overall, I would say my scouting career has been a very interesting one, and I'm going to cherish it for the rest of my life. And I want to say thank you for everybody in 255 for helping me out to get to this point. Have a good night.
Hello, for those who don't know me, my name is John Leader, and so for my Eagle project, I did it for the Caldwell Orchard, and we were putting up windsocks, and if you don't know what a windsock is, it's a cylinder type of tube where wind goes through it, and it can tell you how fast the wind is blowing and how hard it is and which direction the wind is blowing. And the orchard needed this because they spray every morning, and they don't know how strong the wind is or which direction it's blowing. They can get into lawsuits and other sort of things like that. It's also really helpful just for most of the spraying and other things. So we bought some windsocks, and we had for one part of the orchard, we had to a power pole to put it up, and then put a windsock on that, and then we also put a windsock up on the previous pole that was already up, and that was really fun. really, it was a difficult project, but it was fun to complete and fun to figure out how to learn about what a WSOC was, because I didn't know what it was, and to just try myself and try to learn something new. And yeah, so I had a lot of fun camping experiences, but I didn't really have a favorite because they were all really good. But I really enjoyed when I went to scout camp up at Camp Morrison, and this was before I was even old enough to go to scouts, but I was able to go to the last bit because the rest of the troopers followed me, and my dad was the scoutmaster of the first troop or something like that. And it was really fun. I didn't have to really do any of the merit badges, and I got all the fun stuff, so that was nice. And I also enjoyed going to Bruno Sandings as kind of in these pictures. That was really fun with my previous trip, and really enjoyed it. You got to have fun in all the sand, and yeah, I'd say for one of my least favorite, but it was still really fun. I was when I went on a camp out with a broken arm, and the only reason it was less fun was because I couldn't do really things, but it was still a good experience. So yeah, overall, scouting career was, I would suggest it to anybody considering, and I'd also suggest following through. There's a lot good when you actually achieve the Eagle Range instead of dropping out halfway or almost there. So yeah, thank you. And for my mentor, Finn, can I get you on here? So, this is my dad, and he really helped me to find motivation to continue in my scouting career and help along with my Eagle project and my merit badges. And he's part of the reason that I'm here today. So.
Thank you for joining with us. I would like to introduce Bruce Hager, who will now give the Eagle Scout charge.
I have the honor of giving Eagle Scout charge tonight, and it's an occasion of your elevation to the highest rank in scouting. Awarding the Eagle Scout rank is an important and serious matter. It is a climax in the goal toward which Isaac, Matthew, and John have been working very hard for several years. It's a culmination of the efforts for their parents and leaders. It is an occasion for pride and joy, but it is also a time of contemplation and reflection. Eagle is the highest and most coveted award in all of scouting, and it is the last major step in the code of scouting. These thoughts are to be in effect the basic code of scouting and are well summed up in the pledge that you will be taking every scout in the council upon an advancement to the Eagle rank. I will read the pledge to you first so that you will know in which you are about to promise. I believe in the Boy Scouts of America as a movement which is in its aim and purpose character building and citizenship training. I believe it to be a movement that helps the scout become master of their own powers, helps them get aligned with other people, and helps them find a worthy use for their powers. I therefore believe it is my duty to do my best and to obey the Scout law. I hereby renew my faith in scouting and promise to do what I can to serve other scouts and who have to come thus far. along the Eagle Trail. So before you repeat the pledge, we have other Eagle Scouts here in attendance. I'd like to have you all please stand. And if you would all please recite this after me. You state your name. I, Bruce Leeser, state your name. I believe in the Boy Scouts of America. As a movement which has its aim and purpose. Character building and citizenship training. I believe in the movement that helps the Scout become master of their own powers. Helps them get through along with other people. And helps them find the worthy use for their powers. I therefore believe it is my duty to do my best to obey the Scout law, the Scout oath. I hereby renew my faith in Scouting. I promise to do what I can in service to other Scouts who have not come this far along the Eagle Trail. Thank you. Congratulations.
So at this time, I want to present you It says, the Boy Scouts of America is proud to award the rank of Eagle Scout to John Winger, Matthew Nicholson, and Isaac Porter, Troop 255, Caldwell, Idaho, in recognition of the successful completion of all requirements of Scouting's highest rank. I also want to present you this medal.
Congratulations to our newest Eagle Scouts. Please take your seat in the Eagle's Nest as we enjoy the viewing of the blog of an Eagle Scout. So you want to take your seats.
a couple of the important upcoming events. On Saturday, November 12th, we have our Scouting for Food at the United Methodist Church for the sorting of food beginning at 8 p.m. And on Friday, November 18th, we have our Bruno Sand Dunes campout. Please sign up if you are not already to see the Scoutmaster for details or questions.
Color guard attention. Color guard forward march. Audience, please rise. Color guard prepare to keep the colors. Keep the colors. Color guard form. Salute. Color guard forward march. Color guard halt. 2. Scouts IDs. Color guard IDs. 4.
To remain for the reception for Eagle Scouts downstairs in the dining hall, following our benediction for Jonathan Clapp.
Please prepare yourself for the matter to which you're asking. Our great Father in heaven, who watches over us and protects us as we explore the bounty and the wonders of thy world. We are grateful unto Thee for this day which Thou hast given us, to celebrate the advancement of all the youth in the Scouting program. We're grateful for the program and the benefit that it gives to us in teaching us character and leadership, and teaching us to enjoy the bounty Thou hast created for us. Please bless us as we return to our homes tonight, that we will be able to do so safely, and that we will always retain in our heart the bounty that we receive from Thee, and the gratitude we have for these young men and women. These things we say in the name of Jesus Christ.
Amen. It is my pleasure to present you Eagle Scouts Isaac Porter, Matthew Nicholson, and John Wagner. This Eagle Court of Honor stands adjourned. Thank you all for attending Troop 255's Court of Honor.
I work for the Department of Health and Welfare.